Y'all, there is a verdict. The jury just sent a note. Y'all, I'm at the grocery daggone store. I'm like 1, 2 minutes from the house. I said, oh my God, they would do this when I'm at the store. So look here, bear with me. There is a verdict. Nobody knows what it is now. They rounded everybody up, and the jury, move, car. This daggone truck in front of me. They want to drive slow. Oh Lord, Jesus, I'm trying to get somewhere. God, I went to the grocery store to get some bacon and sausage and stuff like that for breakfast. And this truck in front of me want to drive slow. But y'all just hold on. They ain't listen, I just checked. They just sent a jury note. Get out of the way. I could have been home by now. I'm doing 31. Come on, get out of the way. These country folks, get out the way. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. We coming, we coming, we coming. I promise you. While y'all waiting, just go on and hit the like button. By the time I'm about to run inside of the house, I gotta set everything up, but it ain't gonna take long. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna take like a little minute or so. It's probably gonna be a good 10, 15 minutes before they even read the verdict. But honey, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be on it. Y'all share this live. Let's welcome Facebook is in here, YouTube, and then when I get in the house, I'm gonna connect Instagram real quick. Hopefully we have some time. Get out the way. Jesus help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Not me. Oh, hold on, y'all. We almost at the house. Did y'all think they was gonna come to a verdict this quick? I did not. Like they just got in. They just got into they just started deliberations. Okay, I ain't even got time to get the girls. Somebody else home to get them. Shut up. I ain't got time. Okay, we home, y'all. Okay. All right, here we go. I tell them to get the stuff out the car. Oh boy. Okay, y'all just bear with me. Hey, the stuff in the back seat. I ain't got time. I'm live. They got a verdict. Turn it out. Turn it out. Turn it out. Don't bother me. Oh Jesus. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Y'all gonna see me set up. Just hold what you get. Hold what you get. Strip me back on camera on. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I ain't gonna take me long. All right, y'all, we coming. I'm coming. All right, we good? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Put a one. Okay, we good? All right. So the verdict is coming. Oh, girl, my heart is beating. Girl, my heart is beating. So hold on, let me share my screen. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, Lord, my heart is beating so bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Here we go. It says 1010. Sean Combs has been brought back into the courtroom by the U.S. Marshals. He is seated with Brian Steele on his left, Tenny Garagos on his right, his family in second row of gallery. Why is not? Okay, the judge says, we have received a note at 9:52. It reads, we have reached a verdict on all counts. Anything to address before we bring our jury out? No. Maintain your order while verdict is being read and until we have the jury out. Oh, Lord Jesus. Judge, I ask our deputy to bring our jury. Y'all, it's about to go down. Share this live. Yes, it's about to go down. That was 4 seconds ago. Sean Combs remains seated. His 8 lawyers are standing up. Judge, all rise. Combs stand. Jurors enter. Oh, Jesus. Girl, they about to read. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. They about to read this verdict. Oh, my God. Y'all, this is the moment of truth. Put a one in it. Oh my God. Put a one in the chat if you think they found him guilty. Y'all, that was just too fast. They was deadlocked yesterday. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Let's refresh this. I ain't got time to play with these folks. Oh my God. 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 Let me stop saying that. I'll ask our deputy. Okay. I judge our rights. Okay. Okay. So the jurors are in the courtroom, y'all. They in there. Refresh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh Lord. Y'all, hold on. While I'm looking at that, because sometimes other places be a little quicker than girl, it is happening. Share this live. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm shaking. Like for real. Oh my God. Did they find this fool guilty? Oh my God. Come on, hurry up. We have received your note. Juror number 5, have you reached a verdict? Juror 5, we have. Judge, is it unanimous? Judge, it is. Please provide the verdict for the deputy. Oh, girl, it's going down. It is going down. Oh, it's going down. This ain't no allege. This is not allegedly. Y'all hit the like button. Oh, girl, it is going down. How many y'all put a one in the chat if you think he guilty? Oh man, listen, everybody like, oh man, nervous is H. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have been with these people on this thread for this the 7th week, for 7 weeks. A lot of us know each other in this thread. I'm telling you, I've been in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hurry up. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Come on, Inner City Press. Uh Lord have mercy. Y'all, I'm refreshing. How many of y'all think he guilty? Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Now. Oh, okay. Kim B said one. Okay, then. Let's refresh. Girl, I be on this thing. Girl, is he guilty? Ooh, he's guilty. Oh, God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The deputy will require as to verdict in the matter of U.S. versus Combs, count 1, not guilty. He's not guilty on racketeering. Deputy, sex trafficking of Kathy Ventura, juror 5, not guilty. Transportation for prostitution, guilty. Girl, the minimum sentence is 15 years, y'all. No joke. The minimum sentence, this fool going to jail. The minimum sentence of those charges are 15 years. No cap. That's the minimum. They found him not guilty for the RICO charges. Dang. What about the rest? So I knew it. I knew it. What the rest? Transportation. Dang, come on. Oh, girl. So that means his oh, girl. Come on, hurry up. Oh, Sex traffic deputy James, sex trafficking, not guilty. Deputy transportation for prostitution for Jane. Juror 5 guilty. Girl, he guilty on 2 counts. That's a minimum of 30 years in prison. Diddy is already 55 years old. According to what he will be sentenced, according to the minimum, this fool will be 85 years old when he gets out of prison. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he Miss Anna said a bad word. She said they need to lock his butt up. Girl, he is guilty. That's it. That's all. It is a wrap. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, after this, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off because I want to hear from the other content creators. Right now, all of the content creators are inside of the courtroom getting this verdict. But I want to hear what happened with the family, especially with Miss Combs. Girl, what does this mean? Let me tell him what it means. Minimum of 30 years in prison, but they're going to appeal. Woo! Y'all, that's heavy. That's heavy. Tell me that ain't heavy. That is insane. They got him, girl. They got him. They got him. Is all I got to say is they got him. Girl, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. They got him. They got him. He said, you should stay live and tell us what other countries said. This is big news, Kimmy. It is big news. Definitely going to appeal this. Yeah, they're going to appeal, but I'm going to tell you something. The judge, throughout this whole case, the judge has been so fair with the defense and the prosecution. He's been very lenient. He's let certain type of evidence into play. Honey, they're going to lose the appeal. They are going to lose the appeal, even though he was found not guilty on the RICO charges. Regardless of the fact, the fool still got 30 years minimum. Do you hear me? I believe it's 30. And if it's not 15 per each count, if I'm not mistaken, it's 10. So even if it's 10, 10 and 10 is 20. The fool is already 55. 20, that's 75 years old. Come on now. Y'all know Diddy ain't going, girl, his life is, girl. Oh, girl. While we're waiting, let me okay. Let me share this. Oh, girl. Girl, I knew it. I said it. I knew it. I told y'all this morning. He was probably he probably was guilty. They probably found him guilty. I thought it was just one, but it was two. Why it ain't showing? Okay, that one's not showing. Hold on, y'all. Let's go back. This is not. Listen, CNN is reporting that this is the best outcome. How's it the best outcome when these minimum charges are crazy? So here we go. Dang, inner city press has not even like what's going on in the courtroom. So here it is. It says, he said, Judge, I asked the media not to question jurors about their deliberations. Jurors, you cannot contact our chambers. You gave up a lot. These 10 weeks. It is inspiring. You work together, rain or shine. You answer the call of the public service. That should give us hope. Wow. They said, do not question them. Oh, y'all better not question them. That's a federal judge. Don't play. Wow. I am floored, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm shocked because all of the alleged crimes Diddy has done over the years, he has been he's been skating by. All of us know he's been skating by. Wow. Y'all, hold on just a minute. Let me
was expecting
share
that after
this.
1 hour worth of deliberations, we would have a verdict. So much so, the P. Diddy's family left the courthouse. They thought they were probably going to go get some brunch or something, and all of a sudden they're turned around. So I'm telling you, the instant that people were able to show up, I'm shocked by it. There's a major crowd outside of the courthouse. I mean, I have no idea where all of these people came from just to surround and hear all of this. And I mean, I think the vibe is that this is a pretty big win for P. Diddy. I mean, not guilty on count one of racketeering. Huge win. I mean, that could potentially throw the life sentence out the window, and it can.
So let's read this. It says, Judge, I need to address a few matters with the lawyer. Then I will come back to meet with you. Jurors, all rise to the jury. Jurors exit for the last time. Judge, I'll hear any application then about a sentencing days. Combs Agnifilo, I think that's his name. He should be released. Oh, girl, he is not going to be released. Oh, I know he. Y'all see this? So how's he gonna be? No, he should not be released. That joker would flee to Bali. He be gone. Release? Who in the heck? No, kick that. You said, I think he's going to walk away sooner than a year. Nah, he ain't gonna walk away. Not from this. Not from this. These are federal charges, y'all. I'm telling you, let's see what the minimum sentence is for S trafficking. I believe it's either 10 or 15. The minimum sentence for is not less than 15 years. Oh, he is not going to walk. I told y'all 30 years. The minimum sentence if the offense involved force, and that was a part of the jury instructions. That's what it said. It involves force, fraud, or coercion, or the victim is under 14. The penalty is not less than 15 years and can extend to life in prison. So what his attorneys feel like they're going to do is appeal. That's exactly what they think they're going to do, is appeal, and they will, but that don't mean it's going to be granted. Oh, girl. Mm-mm-mm. How could you have weight on your shoulders regarding this case? I don't know what that means. He beat 3 out of 5. Yeah, he beat 3 out of 5, but each one of them bad boys was a heavy hitter. 30 years? The minimum he'll spend is 30 years. Okay, so he's already did it a year. So he got what, 29 years to go? Come on now. He's worse than Kelly. Worse. He could possibly go home today. He is not going home today. I promise you that. I promise you the judge ain't gonna let him go home. This judge ain't having it. It's okay. Here we go. Oh shoot. He is not going home. He ain't going home. How he been it says okay. He is no longer charged with S trafficking or racketeering. His plane has been chartered. It is in Maui. He does not have access to his plane. This is his first conviction and his prostitution offense. He should be released. No, he's not going to be released. Combs Agnifilo. His family is here and could sign a bond. He should be released today to go back and live at 2-star Island. Please. Judge, this is coming up right now. I will hear from the government in a moment. Are you proposing he just walk outside now? And his attorney said, yes. Girl. Oh my God. He is not walking outside. He is not walking outside. It's not going to happen. Wait a minute. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Judge Agnifilo is going to let him walk outside. Yes. Baby Doll said a racketeering was the heaviest charge. It was the heaviest charge. But guess what? Racketeering is life imprisonment. Guess what? The sex trafficking is life imprisonment. He didn't dodge no bullet. Y'all think he dodged a bullet. He didn't dodge no bullet. It's not no win. I'm telling you. The minimum, listen, I'm telling you, the minimum, do y'all hear me? The minimum sentence the judge can sentence him per charge is 15 years. That's 30 years, y'all. How's that a win? That's not a win. It is not a win. And with sex trafficking, he has a possibility for the judge to give him life in prison. Dead serious. It's not a win. It's a win for the government because now they got him on 30. It's not maybe 10 years. The minimum is 15 years by the law. 15 years is the minimum, not the max. The max is life in prison. So if this judge was being sympathetic, he would say, okay, I'll give him the minimum, which would be 30 years. He was charged on 2. Come on, y'all. He gonna do some time. He gonna do some time. He gonna do 30 or more. Because what you don't understand is this judge heard it all. It's no longer in the jury's hands anymore. The jury has already sentenced him not guilty on 3 counts, guilty on 2 counts. It is in the judge's hands for sentencing. Don't you, girl? We're gonna wait and see what the government says. Let's see what they say. Okay. Now, if the government agrees for him to go home, maybe he will, but I doubt it. Man, them daggone 6 white women ain't gonna do that. Okay, here it is. Judge, you proposing $1 million bond? Combs, Agnifilo, yes, and travel to Florida, New York, and LA. Comey, the U.S. opposes his release. I told you, a person found guilty shall be detained until the judicial officer finds he is not likely to flee or be a danger. Comey, the defendant faces a maximum sentence of 20 years. Oh, even while faced with this case, he assaulted Jane here in New York, preparing to surrender. He had rugs in his hotel room, was ready to commit this same offense. Period. Period. You better tell them, I want this joker in jail. I'm sorry. I'm not a Diddy fan. I'm not in favor of no man assaulting or beating on a woman. Diddy was violent, whether y'all want to admit it or not. Diddy should have been in prison a long time ago, in my opinion. I think he should have been. Because look at everything. Black people, my people out there, do not forget the things that we have been whispering and saying for years. Okay? All of us have said, I bet you Diddy had something to do with Biggie. I bet you Diddy had something to do with Kim Porter. How many of y'all said that? Come on now. It's time. It's time that celebrities and people that have money and power are held accountable for what they have done. They have overestimated the strength of their case. No, I think the reason why the federal government hit him with all these charges because they knew something was going to stick. Something did stick. They still got him. They still got him. Still got him. I don't think it's huge. He's still going to prison. He's still going to prison. He was found not guilty on sex trafficking charges. No, he was not Shirley Greer. He was found guilty. You should have been here for the verdict. He was found guilty of 2 counts of sex trafficking. 1 for Jane Doe, 1 for Cassie. Let me see. Oh, was it prostitution? Hold on. Let's scroll up. Okay, he was found guilty of transportation for prostitution. My bad. He was found guilty for transportation for prostitution for Cassie and for Jane. Which is kind of strange. The jury will actually do that and not find him guilty for sex trafficking. They found him guilty for that's strange. That is real strange. That is strange. You're going to find him not guilty for. That's strange to me. That is real strange. That's strange. And I believe the reason why they did that is because they did not want to find him guilty of the RICO charges. And if they would have found him guilty for S trafficking for Jane Doe and guilty for transportation, those are the two predicate acts. And then he would have been found guilty for the RICO charge. That's why they did that. Wow. So the judge said, I am not going to resolve this second. I need to review the statutes. Ms. Comey, do you have a case in which bail was denied after a conviction under the Mann Act? You may confer and come back. We plan to be here the whole day. Comey, I'm aware of cases involving minors, but we intend to raise relevant conduct at sentencing, the rugs and violence. Judge, I like letters from each side. When? Call me a few hours. Oh, girl, this ain't even over with. Here we go. Here we go. This is weird. Even though he's been found not guilty on them, is likely only because of lack of evidence. They better not let him go home because I press charges myself if I don't even know. Listen, he was guilty on transportation for prostitution. Dang, that's strange. And the government can't retry him. I believe he will go back to court for sentencing. Yeah, he's going back to court for sentencing, but the judge has the ability to either make him stay until sentencing or the family could bond him out and then he'll have to come back for sentencing. He's not going to walk with time served. He couldn't take on that. He couldn't take that on his conscience. Where's the Diddy troll that normally comes on in this chat? He probably don't know we live. He should be here, right? Let me see. Let me see what y'all said. That's crazy. That is it. This is kind of strange. Regardless of what y'all think, to me, this is I don't care nothing about the news. I am the news, Shirley. She talking about the on the news now. Girl, I don't care about no news. I am the news. The news got diverted the same time I did. The exact same time.
Of the charges, the fact that he is only found guilty on the transportation
no
to engage in prostitution, I think that's a major win for him, and especially in the way that celebrity lives are different than the ordinary people, quote unquote. And I'll call myself an ordinary person. My life is a little bit different than P. Diddy's, but I mean, as far as all of that goes, honestly, they talked about this during the ongoing trial. They talked about how there was another famous rapper who took part in these freak-offs, you know, with the transportation to engage in prostitution, kind of going to that. Now, I'm not saying this person has been charged at all, but what I'm trying to say is that in the celebrity world, this is more acceptable. This is just something that happens. It's not something that people usually get charged for. So honestly, P. Diddy's reputation is not as down in the dumps, I think, as perhaps it maybe once was.
And you think of just how people consume media these days. You can listen to a Diddy song in your headphones on the subway on the way to work, and nobody knows what you're listening to. It's your business whether or not you want to still consume the content that he produces. Do have more updates coming in. The Assistant U.S. Attorney Comey continuing to say, I'm aware of cases. This is as far as whether Sean Combs, what bail, if bail should be set, because he's been found guilty on 2 counts related to the Mann Act, transportation to engage in prostitution. She says, I'm aware of cases involving minors, but we intend to raise relevant conduct at sentencing, the drugs and violence. The judge says, I like the letters from each side. When? A few hours. So we're expecting to hear something related to bail, moving and at least at some point today, potentially. The judge then says, I think that makes sense. Mr. Combs does not want to go back to the MDC, and Mr. Combs is shaking his head. So 1 p.m. letters, and we'll convene in the afternoon. I'll let the parties know when. Mark Agnifilo says he would be a fool, which he is not, to violate any condition. So the judge says for now, they are adjourned. So there you go, adjourned until 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I believe the prosecution and defense will be making some sort of argument about what happens now to Sean Diddy Combs ahead of any potential sentence related to the 2 charges that he was found guilty of, transportation to engage in prostitution. Have a poll, a big poll result, more than.
Wow. It says, after the judge leaves the courtroom from the gallery, a loud clapping and cheering as Sean Combs is led back into the holding cell. Good God Almighty. Wow, is all I gotta say. Wow, I'm stunned, y'all. I'm stunned. I'm not a Diddy fan. I wanted him to go down for what he has done, But I believe that the jurors felt like that they did not have enough information to have him guilty for RICO charges, so they don't want to find him guilty for the rest. They did not have enough information, which is insane. Wow, this is insane. Mm-mm-mm. I'm glad he is going to jail though. The boys want to sit right now. They said he was guilty all around the board. Most wanted him under the jail. No, because most of the content creators that I have seen has said that he was not going to be, it was going to be really, really hard. The ones that I watched said it's going to be really, really hard for them to find him guilty on the RICO charges because they were at a deadlock, which means yesterday when they were deadlocked, that means he could, and I said it this morning. If you was on Coffee and Conversation, I talked about it's probably they only found him guilty either one, at least one, because they found him guilty on two, then they would have found him guilty on the RICO charges. And that was the holdup. They did not want to find him guilty on the RICO charges. I agree, Kimmy. When he graped our men and children, his own people, I don't feel sorry for P. Diddy, but I feel sorry for R. Kelly. Thank you, Jesus. I hope he finds God. Girl, his family said he already found God. And according to Angie Stone, he already knew God. Did y'all not watch Angie Stone when she said, hold on a second. Did y'all not watch Angie Stone when she did that clip before she died? And she talked about when she was working at the record label writing songs, she saw Diddy in the elevator. Well, she was getting off the elevator. I think he was coming on. And she had stated that something about, she said, your heart is heavy or something like that. Anyway, supposedly he had a good relationship with God even back then when she used to write music, according to Angie Stone. I don't know. I wasn't there. So I can tell, I can only tell you what she said. So apparently he must already had a relationship with God. I'm loving it. Whether some people like it or not, he didn't what he deserved. Listen, regardless of the fact whether or not he was convicted on RICO charges, he will still do some time. And at the end of the day, I'm good with whatever he got because those were some heavy charges. And not only that, but hold on a minute, let me see. And not only that, I talked about it this morning. Diddy is a known drug user, right? So anytime in prison for him is going to be hard. Even this year in prison was hard for him. This is a man that had all the wealth, had all the power, prestige, everything. So you just think for him being in prison just this year was hard enough. He's not a regular smuggler person like you and I. This Diddy we talking about. I believe it was hard for him. You got to think Diddy was weighted on hand and foot for everything. She said, Reba, he should be under the jail. He's an animal destroyed thousands. He did. And listen, shame on the people who out here rallying for Diddy. Shame on you because Diddy is a monster. Y'all forget. Remember, I'm almost 50 years old. Diddy has been around for a long time. A long time. And we are, even when Notorious B.I.G. left here, everybody talked about how they thought it was who? We all thought it was you know who. We all thought it was Diddy, allegedly. All of us did. And listen, y'all know, people just feel some type of way because they like, oh, they always want to lock our black men up. Black men, when they get in power, they need to understand the weight that they have and the responsibility they have instead of coming out here wilding out, doing any and everything. We talked about it this morning on Coffee and Conversation. We are not like everybody else. No matter how much money that you get in your pocket or how much power that you have, you still black at the end of the day. Come on now. He still faces over 66. Exactly. A lawsuit was just slapped on him. When was it? Last week? Him and his son. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me see. Because I'm waiting on somebody to come live. Wow, this is crazy. But y'all know his attorney. Listen, he had the dream team attorneys. He really did. And they are going to appeal. They're gonna appeal. Will they get it? I don't know. I can't tell you they're gonna get it. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me share this one. Okay, Kami said, I'm aware of cases involving minors, but we intend to raise relevant conduct at sentencing, the rugs and violence. I like letters from East Side. When okay, a few hours. Okay, did I just read that? Okay, Judge, I think that makes sense. Mr. Cohn does not want to go back to the MDC. He is shaking his head. So 1 p.m. letters, and we'll convene in the afternoon. I'll let the parties know when. He will be a fool, which he is not, to violate any condition. They've been adjourned. Ooh. Okay, here's more. After the judge leaves the courtroom from the gallery, a loud clapping and cheers, Sean Combs is led back into the holding cell. You know what? He may go free today, but I don't know, because the prosecution gonna come hard. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. And to think nobody came to Diddy's defense. Nobody. They had no testimony from Diddy. None. Nobody that was on his side. And now, hold up now. Now that he has been found guilty, what about the co-conspirators? D-Rock. You got D-Rock, who's a security. Then you have KK. You think they're gonna be found guilty? Oh, it's gonna be a lot of people going to jail. These co-conspirators, and they do have co-conspirators. They just did not put them on the suit, nor did they mention them in this trial. But you can rest assured, the government did not mention these people's name in the trial for them not to come after them. KK going to jail. D-Rock going to jail. She said he's a producer too, so it's not just him that's always on the music. He's guilty too. Nah, Kimmy, before today or yesterday, they clearly say he was guilty for sure. Well, no, not the people I've been watching. I don't know who you've been watching, Reba, but I watch Tisa Tales. Tisa Tell's been kind of hard on him. I watch Attorney Simone. I watch people like that. I watch Trent Out Loud. I watch Armand Wiggins. And they said, some of these charges was going to be hard to prove, especially the ones with Jane Doe. Those are harder to see. And even the RICO, you can see RICO. You really can. But I think these jurors did not want to send this man to prison, to jail for all this time, because RICO was heavy. He's trying to buy his way out of trouble. Shoot. From what I heard, his attorneys hadn't even been paid. Diddy's attorneys hadn't even been paid because they froze his accounts. Guilty. John, we'll find out about Michael's. You're okay with me too, though. That's your opinion. Listen, now R. Kelly need to be in prison too. While he sat up there and married Aaliyah. Everybody know he married Aaliyah back in the day, and she was a minor. Come on, y'all. I love R. Kelly. I love his music, but his ways, what he did in his personal life has nothing to do in his personal. What he did in his personal life has nothing to do as him as an entertainer. Those are two separate people. I could still listen to his music and him still be I consider him a pedo. Yeah, because he messed with Aaliyah. I remember that. I was a teenager myself watching R. Kelly. Like, dang, she a child. I remember when R. Kelly came to Dayton, Ohio for a concert, and all my homegirls, all these young girls was up at the concert, and they was saying how they was going backstage and everything. I remember that as a teenager, y'all. Come on now, R. Kelly was a grown man. That ain't It's a lot of people been abused as a child that not gonna sit up here and be no pedo or be, it's a lot of people that were. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. This is ain't nobody. This is wow. The parents sold their and kids, right, Kimberly? Lock up the parents from the Kelly trial. Well, they didn't. They didn't. It should be fair. The women were wrong too. Sure should. All of them need to go to jail. Reba, these people ain't like us. They're down with the devil. And when they down with the devil, they gonna get stung in the end. Oh, I love that. When they down with the devil, they gonna get stung. That's right. Get them co-conspirators. They all need to go to jail, y'all. I'm sorry. All of them. Every last one of them. Read the transcripts, people. Let me see. What's she talking about? Kimmy, he didn't marry her. She told it on 3. Reba! Come on now, Reba. All of us know he married Aaliyah back in the day. Yes, he did. And Aaliyah was lying back in the day. He married Aaliyah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And when her parents found out about it, they made them get an annulment. Girl, come on now. Remember that? She said, Tisa told lies too. The media gravitate to the evil doing. Come on now, black people. Y'all got to be smarter than this. She said, read the transcripts, people. He married Aaliyah, and we all know he did. And that's just a minimum. Even Jocelyn Savage and what's that girl? Ariane Curry. They were freaking murders. Regardless, like the parents should get in trouble because they should have never allowed their children to go. But at the end of the day, R. Kelly had to serve time, not just for that, but a bunch of other stuff. It's crazy out here, man. I ain't gonna sit here because I promise you this. If your brother, say one of y'all got a black brother, and they did some of the same things R. Kelly did, or the same things Diddy did. Now, they put R. Kelly under the jail, but see, R. Kelly didn't have a defense team like Diddy. But if they did the same things Diddy did, baby, they would have put him up underneath the jail. I promise you that. Why are people calling me and I'm live? I hate that. I'm live. I'm going to have to hang up. Oh. If Diddy had they blank, their kids and loved ones would have not been campaigning for that crazy individual Diddy, right? Lord have mercy. Y'all just hold on a minute. I like Tisa Tales. Tisa Tales break things down like other people do not. Matter of fact, she the one who started all this mess in the first place. Ain't nobody live, y'all. Y'all about to get off of here. And I am going to... Kimmy, he didn't listen to the guy who said he paid for the marriage license behind R. Kelly bag. Y'all won't win this one. I don't believe that. We got an R. Kelly lover over here. She love R. Kelly, baby. R. Kelly got some ride or dies. Listen to what to me, child. He under the jail, regardless of the fact he gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. He didn't even get it. Donald Trump won't even appeal him. He gone. I don't know. Diddy might get an appeal though. He might. Because they might say, wow. They might, oh girl. He might get an appeal. He might get an appeal. I mean, not appeal, but a pardon. Trump may pardon him after all this, because he may say, you know, the government came after me. And look, all the charges. He may not get a pardon.
Take your butt on. It said, so new victims, correct. New victims cannot come for him with the same crimes. No, that's not true. Even though it would be a different offense. No. If he did the same thing to other people, they can come on through. There is actually a woman who has a civil suit pending, a recent one that was filed. She can come on through. Yep. Yes. It's just not victims from this case. Oh Lord, poor Mia. Oh Mia, leave the country, Mia. Oh God,
I know that's right. Listen.
Okay, y'all. I'm worried about Capricorn.
Listen, and that's another thing. These women who have testified against Diddy, for the people who's in the chat, I'm gonna drop the link right here because I want to hear what y'all got to say. I ain't gonna be on here all day, y'all. I got stuff to do. I ain't got no breakfast either. But for the one for you all who think I want y'all to come up on, you ain't got to show your face. You can just talk. I want to hear your point of view. But for the victims who came up here and testified, you don't think they scared? You don't think they scared? Hello, I know they scared. They are absolutely insane. They better leave the daggone country because Diddy, listen, Diddy is gonna get, I know they scared. That's all I'm gonna say.
Corn too. God damn it. And this was a lot.
Okay, we're gonna go back here. All right, y'all hold what you got.
A bunch of our chat said it's his mother. Sorry for my lack of knowledge of that, but I fully admit it. His mother and his children. So that just happened. Maybe in a couple minutes we can replay that, but I don't want to miss somebody else coming out while I'm replaying it. Hang on a second. Do you guys want me to replay that moment? I can replay that for you.
All right, hold on just a minute. I want to hear this. Oh, hold on.
I think that was a strategic gamble that Diddy made, and I think it turned out very well. What was the actual strategic gamble? We need to look at it for what it was. They thought the defense was going to call people. And at the end of the day, the defense decided not to call anybody. That was another huge, it was a gamble, and the gamble paid off, okay? Again, I stand 10 toes down. I think this was a miscarriage of justice. I think the jury got it wrong. But the jury was older, they were misogynistic, they were horrible, okay? Another mistake, I believe, okay? Not charging other co-conspirators. It looked crazy for Diddy to be sitting there by himself and claiming a criminal enterprise, okay? And making all the co-conspirators sit there in the court together. The way, listen, the way, okay, that they could have used this opportunity to dig through what Diddy had been doing illegally, but this is what money can buy you. Mark Agnifilo, he did it. Oh, I saw him in the elevator. He actually made a comment, right? Some people from ABC asked them, how did this happen, right? The fact that they're, and he said that this was a big win, okay? Somebody asked him, how did your big win feel? He said, in 35 years, I have never felt like this. He was looking like he had just won the Super Bowl. And they said, how do you feel? He said, I'm relieved that I don't feel miserable. I'm relieved that I do not feel miserable. And he said in 35 years, he has never felt like this. Again, it defies logic and it defies odds that this jury found that man innocent of all that. The kidnapping, the arson, the robbery, everything that actually happened. And they said it didn't matter. They said those women's pain didn't matter. They said their bodies didn't matter. They said it didn't matter. And there are a bunch of idiots that literally are celebrating depravity. They're celebrating that you can use.
Let me just say this. So what she said, it's sad because what he did to Cassie is completely wrong. And really, I can't believe the jury did find him not guilty for that. And y'all can say whatever, but that's wrong, man. That's wrong. What Cassie had to endure. Did y'all listen to the whole court case? How when he beat on her, and this ain't no allege. Y'all saw the daggone video. When he beat on her, he made her go back in the room. Remember, there was a man inside of that room who was waiting to do a freak off. Hear me now. He made her, they got on a flight, they left. He made her watch a freak off on a plane. And when they landed, they did another freak off. He had just beat her. Come on, y'all. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that they found this man not guilty. And I'm going to tell you something. And just because they found him not guilty, these celebrities are going to go rapid with their behavior. It's going to take somebody else to go down for something of the same offense for these people to stop doing what they're doing. And shame on our public for even not holding him accountable or to think this type of behavior is okay. That's just me. I don't think it's okay. Not to do it to no woman.
And he actually said, right? Listen, wait, what? Hold on. 1 second. He stood up, okay? He stood up and he actually said that he wants Diddy to go free now. I understand, right? I understand. I've been hearing lots of comments that Diddy's family's looking for me. King Combs was in the hallway saying, "Where's Tisa? Where's Tisa? Where's Tisa?" Tisa's right here. Tisa's still standing down on truth, right? It was either one of the sons or somebody with them, right? It doesn't matter. The whole point is, even with the Combs family, this is what I mean about the hostility. I didn't bring those charges. I stand by. I believe what the government said. And I stand by the victims. But the fact that now, and this is what that dream team actually did, they let this man back on the street, right? Because now, let's talk about everybody that didn't lick his feet. Let's talk about everybody that wasn't part of his thing. Let's talk about everybody that believed the victims. Because now it's time for the Combs Enterprise to do what the Combs Enterprise does. And that is to do what? To apply that pressure, to apply that money, and to apply those bottom feeders that really don't care about anything.
Y'all see this? And for the ones out there talking about, oh, this is a win for Diddy and oh, congratulations. This is what I'm talking about. You're going to try to go after a content creator? Talking about his son, talking about where's Tisa? Girl, Tisa, I know she got security out there, but I wish, oh, girl.
Except this was a message to all victims. And the message is stay quiet. The message is people don't care. And the message is Diddy doesn't even have to lift a finger to silence people. He doesn't even have to lift a...
You know why? Just because it's been going on for years, it's still illegal. And just like if the police know that you are doing prostitution, you will get arrested. Why you think they be doing these stings, Kim? People who buy prostitutes, the police department does stings, but here it is. Diddy was not only having prostitutes, but he was flying them everywhere. Come on now. Wrong is wrong no matter what. Surely is. The president is wrong, but people voted for him. Let's be real. I ain't vote for him. Who voted for Donald Trump?
A finger.
Not me.
Down. And all these people saying, ha, ha, ha. I get it. We live in a world, in a country, in a time when nobody cares about anybody, right? Nobody cares about anybody. Let's get, listen, let's get this. Let's get into this. Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, has made a statement, okay? He said, this entire criminal process started when our client, Cassie Ventura, had the courage to file her civil complaint in November 2023. They said although the jury did not find Diddy guilty of sex trafficking, Cassie, beyond a reasonable doubt, she paved the way for a jury to find him guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. By coming forward with her experience, Cassie has left an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the fight for justice. This is a direct statement from Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, okay? We must repeat with no reservation that we believe and support our client, who showed exemplary courage throughout this trial. She displayed unquestionable strength and brought attention to the realities of powerful men in our orbit and the misconduct that has persisted for decades without.
Listen, I'm gonna say something about Trump. You know, um, it is what it is. I mean, ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But just, and for the ones who say I hate Trump, you better keep them in your prayers. I know that. You better stay prayed up. The Bible tell us to pray for those who have ruler over us. You better pray for them. I'm praying for them. I am. But I'm gonna tell you something. He said, "Free Diddy." I'm done. What? Do you want to be on live? Because I'm live right now. Tell the people, hey. Tell the people, hey. Go on, tell where you at, girl. Bye. Diddy got by, girl. Dang. Our family don't even turn their daggone notification on. What kind of mess is that? Turn your notification on, people, so you know when I'm live.
Did, all right? Everyone knew Diddy was doing mob type stuff to keep people in shady deals and cutting former business partners out. 2 years of wiretaps and pressure to talk and be charged as a co-conspirator would have done a lot. But again, Mark Agnifilio took that away, okay? Listen, again, it is what it is. Again, this is a watershed moment, okay? It is a watershed moment. Again, it is a watershed moment. Again, what are you doing? It is a watershed moment. You guys, listen. All I can say is this, okay? All I can say is this. Again, people want to talk about controlling the media, okay? When I say watershed moment, I don't mean that good. I mean that it's a watershed moment and a wake-up call for the type of country we live in, for the type of thoughts that are in people's minds from 40 to 71 years old, and the fact that they will actually do that. I will say this, okay? I will say this. This is not over, and we need to move forward. I get all the flunkies of Diddy are happy their idol, who wouldn't even spit on them, is out, because this is the type of lifestyle they idolize. A world where women can be drugged, transported, they can be beaten, and nothing.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Tisa better get up out of there. Tisa better get out of Manhattan. Put one in the chat if you think Tisa need to get on down the road. Cause listen, these folks gonna be after you, Tisa. You better get up down the road. She been on Instagram. She been everywhere, girl. ABC News, girl, get out of there. These people gonna be looking for you, girl. He said, grab a membership, share, and like and subscribe. I want to thank you, the South Memphis Show, for continue to have your membership. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But Tisa better get on down that road, because they're going to be, girl, they don't like Tisa. They don't like, I like Tisa, but they don't like her. They don't like her.
Anyway, listen, at the end of the day,
girl, you better get out of there.
At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, excuse me, can you?
Then I tell you, see, they talk, please. Girl, get out of there.
The day, right? At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, right? We will
get out of there.
At the end of the day,
she can't even talk, y'all. She's scared.
We have done what we can. This shows that these people care more about, right? We have shown. Y'all, I work for the feds.
I told y'all she's scared, y'all. Girl, get out of there. Get in the black truck. Listen, get on down the road.
What's been actually happening is, I'm glad I'm turning into the story, honey. I'm glad. I'm going. Okay, so listen. At the end of the day, these people are sitting here in their struggle, mad that Diddy doesn't even know they exist. They want it. I get it. They're mad that they don't have, right? Listen, they are mad. They're mad. They're mad. They are mad. Listen, at the end of the day, the prosecution is showing what it is. And now they are saying that I should be the story because I actually went to the prosecution.
Get out.
Because
No.
at the end
You're
of
in
the day,
danger.
they are mad that I went with what the prosecution could say, that I did with what the prosecution would say,
Girl,
and they're
cut the
mad.
live.
There's
Go.
all these
Get out
bottom
of there.
figures that literally are trying to get money off their kid, but they cannot, right? Listen, at the end of the day, these people need to be worrying about whether Diddy's going to get time and not yelling at me. I get it that I'm the story. I know they need me for the views. I know they need me for the content. I know they need me for those pennies and those money.
Girl, I'm
and
scared
I
for
know
her.
that they are the type of men that feel very comfortable trying to harass and bully and intimidate women.
How many of y'all
At the
scared
end
for
of the day,
Tisa right
this
now?
is the type of people
I'm
they are.
scared for her.
They want to bully women. They want the quiet women.
Tisa,
And there's
get
a bunch of dusty, ugly,
Girl.
male-identified women also riding on them. At the end of the day, this is the world we
What's
live in.
that? At the
And
end
I'm
of the
glad.
day,
Thank you for
and
my
get
baby
on
for
down
paying
the
for
road, girl.
security. Thank you for my baby for keeping me protected. Baby, I love you, and I will sue you soon, okay? But at the end of the day, these are Diddy supporters. Grown men rolling
I
up
would have been
on
gone.
women,
I'd have been like, look,
trying
y'all,
to
I'll talk
intimidate
to y'all
them,
later. I'm about
trying
to
to
get
make
on the
me feel
flight
scared,
up out of here.
trying to make me feel, because they're mad that the federal
She should
government
realize
looked
we-
at behavior
Girl.
and said it's no. They are
John,
hoping
this is
that
America.
maybe they can get like a few things. There's a bunch of dusty, ugly,
Freedom ain't free.
men-identified women mad that patriarchy didn't work for them, that are riding along with them.
Girl, get
I
out
get
of
it.
there.
This is the world that we live in. They're mad. A federal government bought.
Let me tell y'all
federal
something.
Government bought. Listen, federal government bought.
They been-
things, and this.
Giggling, girl.
Crashing out. He's crashing out. He's crashing out. And I love
Tisa,
to
are
see
you
it.
black?
He is whoever it is, he is crashing out. Meanwhile,
Girl, what they saying
the
in the
man
chat?
that he rolled
Hold
out
on.
for don't know him,
Girl,
won't
what
shake
they
his
saying
hand,
in the
but
chat?
he wants at the end of the day. in
Diddy
any
is
day,
watching. Girl,
listen,
Diddy ain't
At
watching.
the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it is what it talks about. And I get it. And it's sad that these band of married men are doing this. You guys, let's get back into this, okay? So anyway, Mark Agnifilio, listen, I will say
Girl,
this one time. The jury got it wrong, and the jury enabled this behavior. This is what the jury enabled.
Y'all.
These are the people that support Diddy. This is the type of thing
Hold
that they
on.
want actually done. Grown men crashing out, emotional over someone that doesn't even
These
know they
YouTubers
exist.
better get out of
Grown
there.
men fighting for the fact that they should be able to abuse, bully, yell. This is the world they want to live in. This is the world they want to live in. And now they're crashing out, screaming, voices cracking, because they're mad that security is making it impossible for them to even touch me or get over to it. Anyway, you guys, let's get back into this. Let's get back into it. And they're mad. They're mad. They're mad.
With what he would ultimately do, whether it would be to get on a jet, whether it would be, he's going to have restrictions. So for the audience, let's be clear, he's going to have some types of restrictions, even if he's let out.
Whether she right or not, she better get her butt up out of there.
Mentioning that he may be having to stay in New York, not go to Florida. Those are the types of reasonable restrictions. But the idea that if this was Mr. Smith would be out on bail. Mr. Smith would right now be going and being booked. And obviously there wouldn't be a press conference and all the attention that we're getting. The only question for this judge is this an extremely special circumstance with Mr. Combs because of all of his resources? And well, candidly,
He's a flight risk
and ultimately impairs the process. I think the judge is going to treat this more like right down the line, which seems like what this judge has done, and that you are going to hear that Mr. Combs is going to be let out on bail.
Well, there it is. Y'all heard
I
it.
see you here nodding your head along with what
Now
Brian
back
is
to her.
Act, which, by the way, can go up to 20 years. I need to sit here and talk to you guys about a new theory going down.
Girl, she done got off.
Her y'all's team popping. We need to. So how you like it? This ain't your first time in the States, though,
No,
right?
I've been coming to the States.
Okay, so you was like, I knew you had. I was like, he gonna come. You been talking about Diddy.
Yeah, we gotta go
from
back
day
to the
one.
courtroom, right? This ain't over here.
I guess, child.
Do you think that this man's gonna get
Girl,
one?
Tisa done got off.
I don't think so. Oh my, you still? Oh, he is going in on
I'm
Tisa.
like, why?
He's
though?
upstairs. That's why I just ran. I don't want to be involved in
That's
drama.
right. Because we ain't gonna screw like that.
No, I don't do drama. I just y'all see me running, child. I'm gonna go here and run. I want y'all attaching me to nobody's drama. I'm just running around the courtroom. I'm running. Run. Look, I said, let me go ahead and run away from all this shit. Oh my God. But no, this is crazy. So
On,
All right, we back here.
to his family and be able to go between Florida and New York City. And again, I literally sat there and said, this man who, even when, as Maureen Comey said, when prosecution was watching, this man was able to, even while prosecution was watching, was able to do what? He was able to go back and forth. Even while the prosecution was watching, he still was able, even when prosecution was watching, to break the law, commit this. He was still hiring escorts. He was still ready to go. And they are trying to get him off. Again, congratulations to the Dream Team for doing what they do. But again, do you see all these idiots walking around wanting to fight me, mad I have security, and they can't be a man and use their fist in hands like Diddy? This is what the jury enabled. And this is the world the jury wants to live in. They sent a clear signal that if you beat someone, hit someone, expose someone to indignity, that's what their money and power can actually buy, okay? And there's a lot of people. Again, at the end of the day, they focus on what they can. A bunch of dusty, men-identified women that patriarchy never worked for, but they're still going to support it because that's the only leg in the game they can. And a bunch of men that's mad that they're broke, mad that they don't get the views. Even people that today, oh, you need to apologize. Are you going to send super chats back? Baby, does it make you that mad? Does it make you that mad that there were so many people that supported victims of sexual abuse? Does it make you that mad that there were so many people that actually did the right thing? At the end of the day, it is not a game. At the end of the game, it is not a game. And now Diddy's people have caused such a commotion that even when they won, even though he might be facing 20 years, they are still calling the boys in blue, even when he won. Again, everybody's looking and they want to see what my opinion is and what I'm going to do. And I still stand 10 toes down. Thank you, Sam. It's okay. Listen. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Listen, hey, what's up, girl?
Y'all, regardless of the fact about, whether or not she started, Tisa started all this, y'all. But regardless of the fact whether she started this, like, she has a right to speak her opinion. And I believe it. I believe Diddy should have gone away. I believe Diddy should have been convicted of those RICO charges. It just didn't happen. It is what it is. But I think regardless of the fact whether or not they feel like it's a big win, I don't think Trump may pardon, but I don't think so. And this judge may let him go today. And then he can wait to sentencing. I don't know. I think he's a flight risk myself. But who am I? I ain't no judge or the jury. But what she's experiencing right now, I know John says she should be allowed to speak openly. Honey, in the world that we living in, they out there causing that big a commotion, I would have been gone. Do you hear me? I would have flew up out of New York real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because these people, this is where Diddy from. Diddy from New York. It's so many people there. And it has been so unsafe around that court area, according to the content creators. People, like yesterday, things almost broke out in a fight. Y'all, it is not safe. And if I was Tisa, I would have went straight to her daggone hotel, packed up her stuff, and got on the plane and got up out of there. I know she said she was going to Martha's Vineyard this weekend. You need to go on and get there, or go on the way you gotta go, because to me it ain't safe for you there, girl. Them people do not want you there. Okay, here we go.
Lovely Ty.
Taste, okay? And you gotta ask yourself.
Y'all see how she's an OG?
Okay,
keep going.
we gotta talk about character. This is a man that was popular. A lot of people fuck with him. He put a lot of people on. But where are these people today? See, when you get in trouble, you find out who's really there for you. Why was nobody there to support him outside of attention-seeking Kanye, who came to promote his song a week later?
Clock that T.
I low-key feel like he's trying to intimidate Jane Doe. But that's just my opinion. Outside of Kanye, who else came up here to support Diddy?
Nobody.
Ask yourself that, okay? When I can watch an interview of these grown men, day 26, breaking down, crying, years later, all of them, it wasn't just Q crying, all these men were crying. That tells you that something sinister was going on. at Bad Boy.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So we're not just going to knock that and throw that out the window. Like, I
Yep.
get everybody's point where they're like, oh, they're trying to take down a black man and this and that. I get that. But at what point are we going to hold our own accountable?
That's right.
We have to be able to hold our own accountable. You just can't treat people any type of way and then think you can get away with it. And the thing is, he knew what he was doing was wrong, because guess what? When he was on the Breakfast Club, he said that he would not allow his twins to date older men. He would not allow. So if you're willing to protect your own daughters, why are you not treating other men's daughters as if they're your own? Why are you out here, pimping out or whatever you're doing to Cassie? And like I said, I give Cassie grace because she was young. He got her when she was young. Jane Doe don't get that much grace. Jane Doe, I'm sorry. I don't agree with Jane Doe. Jane Doe knew what she was doing. She been selling the cat.
Yeah.
Let's start there. You know what I mean? But Jane Doe, and I think that's why they ended up not finding her guilty on that one.
Because you
of
think Jane Doe
yes,
messed
her
it up?
testimony.
You think so?
Because then after a while, it was helping,
Because everybody knew her lore on the jury, if they even followed a little bit along or did a quick research.
Right.
That's an interesting theory.
I think that's why
an
they
interesting
lost their count, Luke, because of Jane Doe.
But
And
what
then
about
after
the
a while-
Cassie one being lost? For sex trafficking on Cassie?
That was interesting. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we can't win them all. You can't win them all.
True.
So you have to look at it like that.
True.
I still think that this is still going to set a precedent.
I hope
Granted, it wasn't
does.
the RICO, but I think it does. It's going to have to force people to move smarter in this industry. And another thing, let me talk about this real quick.
Go on.
I also want a lot of young girls on social media to understand everything that glitters is not gold. A lot of y'all look at stuff and y'all see these Instagram, personas and their lifestyle and these trips and these bags and these shoes. Okay, understand that they're only showing you a highlight reel.
Yeah.
So I really hope that people take from this case, not just the salaciousness, not just the sexual exports, not just the baby oil, but understand that everything that glitters is not gold.
Yes.
Everybody thought Daphne, you know what I'm saying, like the whatever.
From Scooby-Doo?
Yeah,
yeah.
was doing,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, was doing her thing.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Rich
And
everything
Velma
else.
too.
Yeah.
And Scrappy and yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now when you look at it, it's like, damn, that's where all that came from?
Exactly.
That's how you got your
Yep.
riches?
You see Barbie, Scooby-Doo, Daphne, Velma,
All that.
Wendy, all of them
All
doing
that.
the thing, but it is everything that you see is not gold.
Yes.
Mama, let me just ask you one more question because you
Yep.
bring up a very, very important point. Diddy has a band of idiots, broke, dusty, ashy, and yes, I'm talking to you, broke, dusty, ashy supporters and dusty, ashy male-identified men, right?
Y'all don't do drama, Tisa. I don't do drama.
Okay. Listen.
I don't do drama,
So
y'all.
listen, I'm gonna hold you if you want to. Okay,
Thank you,
okay,
sis.
no problem.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so listen, a hit dog will holler, baby. We summoned them. We summoned them. A hit dog will holler. A hit dog will holler.
What
A
is she
hit dog
doing?
will holler. So listen, let me just tell you something, right? Because this is an interesting point that Lovely T actually point up. All the people with money, power, influence.
Yeah, I think Tisa is right about some things, but I would not be on there doing all that. I won't be putting no fuel to the fire. I will get up out of there, and I'm not gonna broadcast that because that's antagonizing people down there. You don't know what these people gonna do. No, that ain't her real hair. She got pieces in it. No, that's not hers. Anyway, so Diddy was found guilty on 2 counts of the Mann Act. It's the win for the defense. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not going to stay on here all day. Y'all go and support the other content creators. We got Armand Wiggins, Tisa Tells is live. You got Lovely T. You got Trent Out Loud. You got Make It Make Sense. And you got Girl. Is that legal? All of these people, Queen Sheba Darling, I can't think of the other lady I watch. Y'all go support their channels. Go subscribe to their channels. And I will see you all later. This is all I wanted, was to make sure the verdict was out there. And now I got to create some more content. Anyway, love each and every one of you all. And I'll see you all later. Peace.